All right. Fair use disclaimer. This video is for educational purposes only. This is your brother Wild Rum. You're back with another lesson, Lord, willing to be edifying. I want to start by giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Wahab, Rakak, Radash, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shah. Double honors to the apostles, the elders, bishops of Great Millstone, who taught me this truth. Shalom to the 144,000 men of the Lord. You see on the highways and byways prophesying in the name and power of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah. Also in the correct doctrine. I'm going to send a shalom to the one-third men, women, and children that will escape the judgment of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah by their faith. Just got another lesson I'm going to bring out through the spirit of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah. Another MOTB lesson. Well, for the most part, everyone should know what it is now. And if you're not teaching what the apostles and elders of Great Millstone is teaching, you're not a man of the Lord, and the Lord is not dealing with you. Not just because I believe in that doctrine and believe those men are the men of the Lord, is because I can see and what they bring out through the scriptures. I see what they're breaking down is the truth, and I see what I'm teaching and breaking down is the truth as well, man. See, a lot of people get hung up on the gimmicks, the unity. You know, they had the unity conferences and unity picnics and shit. Everybody coming together as a family, um, being brotherly. It ain't about that, man. We ain't in the time of being in a festive, um, basically mindset, because we're finna head into the time of Jacob's trouble, man. A time like never before, man. So being in this truth, the Lord has given us this wisdom, this understanding to escape the judgments of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, man. And if you're not teaching the correct doctrine, you're not making a way for those that are following you to escape, man. Now I'm gonna hit a couple of these videos, hit these news feeds that you see. It's a shocking patent remote control of human body is now officially patented. So what the apostles and elders been teaching at the MOTB is RFID microchip is undoubtedly the truth, man. It's undoubtedly the truth, man. And Lord willing, I can make it plain for you if you're seeing this for the first time, because this is undoubtedly the truth, man. It says this isn't a conspiracy theory, and that's what the apostles was being mocked for, saying that they follow Alex Jones, that's a conspiracy theory, and all this madness when they're spot on, man, because the Lord is dealing with them to bring out this information. Now we can see it plain as day. As you see, this isn't a conspiracy theory. It's a formally registered U.S. patent, and you see the patent number assigned to the elite, man. And that's, you can just put that right there. I don't want to say it for the algorithm. But you see, man, it's documented, man. So if you can't see it, the Lord has blinded you from seeing it. It says the patent discuss the ferrite nanoparticle composition as a way to influence cellular activity remotely. So they're going to use these 5G towers to control you, man. And you see how it's going to, you see the radio waves, how they can control you, man. And I don't know if this is the sun by the heat. So we know that the way it's going is this digital society, man, where they're going to use this 5G, the 5G towers to control you. They're going to use the RFID microchip as what you would say is the motherboard to these nanoparticles, man. And I can't say how it's going to operate, how it's going to be used, just through the spirit of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah. We see it as lining up that way. It says, in other words, it outlines a technical, technically outlines a technically feasible approach that can be used to direct how certain cells behave under control condition. Radio frequency signals such as those used in 5G, which Trump signed them to be able to go to 6G, and he said it go under your skin. And then this goes to show you that this has already been in the works, man, for many years, man. So if they've been planning this for many years, that's prophecy that the Lord had coming on the left-hand side. It says radio frequency signals such as those used in 5G can be applied to active nanoparticles introduced into the body. See, they going under the skin, including those associated with mRNA. And what was the jab? It was mRNA technology. So they're going under the skin, man. This is not a this ain't a doubt about it. It's been patented, so it ain't something that's been made up or trying to convince you of something. No, man. We see that this man is using his technology to bring forth his NWO. It says the mRNA technologies with the aim of influencing cellular activity from a distance. See, they're going to be able to control you by that hitting that tower or at the computer or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So this is what they put together, man, for their NWO, man. So we can see that this man is working on the left-hand side to bring this to pass. It says the claimed objective is to regulate human behavior, hormonal activity, and cellular functions using a using a single signal. The document is presented as revealing what some believe are plans by powerful global figures. And we just told you, we just told you, I just told you through the spirit of Yahweh Shem Shah, this is what they want, the elite want for their NWO, man. They want you chipped and tracked and monitored 24 hours a day. By powerful global figures to bring about the end of humanity's biological independence. So they don't want you to be controlled by the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah. They want you to be controlled by their AI system, their beast system. Now check this out, man. A lot of people are going to fall into the hands of Esau by their own way of thinking, what they think, what they want to do. And it's going to lead them to destruction, man. And that's just the Lord working on the left-hand side to bring who he doesn't want to destruction.
So I'm getting a chip implanted into my brain. There's a study happening in LA, and I'm going over there to get this chip implanted in my brain so that I can pay my rent. They're going to compensate me heavily for my participation and all the data that they retrieve. So you're basically talking to a future robot. I'm so excited.
See, she's clueless. And a lot of Jakes are going to fall into that trap thinking they're going to be compensated because they're leading that way. They're gonna say if you get this mark, then you're going to get $10,000 on your RFID. And a lot of people going, oh yeah, I take it, not knowing that it's trackable money. They can track whatever you buy. They can also delete your funds. They're able to say, well, you can eat a taco today. You can't eat a taco today. Eat a steak today. They're going to be able to control everything. They're going to see what you're thinking. They're going to know what you're going to do every 5 minutes. And you're going to be connected to the system, man. Now, this is the next video where somebody already said, hope you got some good wigs. Girl, probs probs going to save your head for that.
Hope you got some good wigs, girl. They prob's gonna shave your head for that. Of course they're gonna shave my head. They're implanting a chip into my brain. Luckily, this is already a wig, and the pink hair is my signature look. I'm excited for them to know what I see in my brain and how I feel.
So it's going to be a joke until it really happens. It's going to be a joke until it really happens. And then you see right here, this is a Method Man speaking on the MOTB back then, which this goes to show you that Alex Jones didn't know this. So, the apostles get mocked for, what I'm saying about the guy that was on the Alex Jones show. Forgot his name. He was a director. Everybody knows him that's in the truth now. But the point is, this goes to show you that the apostles been knowing this before the information went on Alex Jones, man, because Method Man is in New York. He's from New York. Everybody knows he's from New York. And this information, he knows about it, man. So it had to be circulating in some circles. I can't say for sure. But it could have been barbershop talk, man. So that goes to show you that people been knowing about the MOTB before Alex Jones. That's what the point I'm trying to make, man. They mocking the apostles and elders about this, they're saying that Alex Jones is a prophet of Great Millstone or whatever. But this right here shows you, and this is back in the 90s, man, early 90s, man. Probably 91, 92, man, before Method Man really got big. And check this out.
We're in the last times and days right now. The Illuminati's in effect. See, the Illuminati ain't nothing but like it's going to be a second Great Depression out here in America. Except this time, corporate America's prepared themselves for it. Meaning they're when it hits, their money is going to be safe. As far as the rest of us that don't own our own businesses and things of that nature, so big, we're gonna be killing each other in the streets, man. Mad Max and Beyond Terrordome and all that is gonna be on, man. And they're gonna have to blow us up, which is what they're gonna do. They're gonna inject us with these, they're gonna say it's like for everybody mandatory AIDS testing because AIDS is so widespread. They're gonna be giving them vaccines for it so they don't catch it off top like measles, mumps, and stuff like that. But in all actuality, what they're doing is putting microchips in and your babies so they can keep tabs on where you're at. That's deep. That's deep. They're not even using money anymore as far as paper. It's going to be cards to show what status you are, about how financially well off you are, or whatever. You know, what do you own, and it'll tell everything about you. Welfare is gone. They're just going, funds for schooling, gone.
And Method Man was speaking about the times we're going into now. He had no clue about it. Like I said, I showed you the circle of this information was going out there, man. And you can't say that you haven't been warned because the warning has went out. And if you took heed to it, you took heed to it because the Lord had mercy on you. If you didn't, you're gonna be doomed, man. This time that's coming, man. Because there's no way around this man's system. And you can't say that this man is not going to chip the people. The information, the patent, they already got the patents, man. Everything is already placed in order, man. This is Ezekiel 12 and verse 1. It says, the word of Yahweh Shem Yahushua also came unto me, saying, Son of man, thou dwellest in the midst of a rebellious house. It's meaning you Israelites, man, that you don't want to repent, return to the Lord. You're rebellious, man. You're a rebel. It's the Son of man, thou dwellest in the midst of a rebellious house, which have eyes to see and see not. See, the apostles and elders been bringing it out, man. And it wasn't for them to be put on a pedestal or them to be just looked at as knowing everything or being above everybody. No, it was because they were the prophets of the Lord, and the Lord put it on their spirit to tell you the truth before the judgment came, man. See, a lot of people want to have, the scripture tell you they want to sit in the seat of pretty much want to sit in the seat of the Lord, man. Instead of being humble and trying to get people to salvation, man. And that's what it's all about, man. Teaching the word to get people to be saved from the destruction that's coming, man. And without a shadow of a doubt, the RFID microchip is the mark of the beast, man. It is the mark of the beast, without a shadow of a doubt. One more time, man. This is very heavy. He says, Son of man, thou dwellest in the midst of a rebellious house, which have eyes to see and see not. They have ears to hear and hear not, for they are a rebellious house, man. And our people are rebellious, man. Especially you Israelites that know they're Israelites and know that the white man is Esau, knowing the prophecies, but don't know what the MOTB is. You're setting your people up that's following you for destruction, man. And you also setting your own self up to be judged by the Lord, man. Because their blood is going to be on your hands. This is Romans 11 and 7. It says, what then Israel have not obtained that which he seeketh for, but the election have obtained it. See, the elect know what the mark of the beast is. They know what the Lord said it was going to be, the doctrine, the name. The election have obtained it, and the rest were blinded. See, 2/3 of our people, which Israelites that know they're Israelites, can be 2/3 as well, man. Because you're not a part of the election. You haven't seen what we're supposed to see through the Spirit of the Lord, man. And this has been revealed to us now. Verse 8 it says, according as it is written, power have given them the spirit of slumber. See, you've been given the spirit of slumber, man. eyes that they should not see, and ears that they should not hear unto this day. So the Lord is giving you a spirit to not see the sword that's coming, man. And that's the sword of judgment from the Lord, man. He's giving you a slumbering spirit, man, not to see the judgment that's coming, man, by the hands of the Lord, man. That's heavy because being, knowing you're Israelite and coming into this faith and believing and having faith in the Lord and then ultimately get judged by the Lord, man, that's going to be a sickening feeling to a lot of people. So that's why the Lord has the true men of the Lord, starting with the apostle and elders, great millstone on down, pulling you out of the fire, man. This is Isaiah 29 and verse 9. It's saying, stay yourselves and wonder, cry ye out and cry. They are drunken, but not with wine. They stagger, but not with strong drink. So you are caught up in the pride of giving. You ain't even got to give them the credit. But I mean, if you had integrity, you would give them the credit for bringing this prophecy to pass, man. And that's just having integrity, knowing that you didn't know it all, man. Because it ain't about us knowing it all. We have a power that knows it all. We have 100% truth for salvation, but not saying, oh, we know all of how the microchip works, how they gonna put it in you, how it's gonna work with the one signal. You ain't got to know all that, man. We have to know not to take it, and that's the spirit of the Lord that's going to be on the man of the Lord. And if you haven't repented to the Lord and truly seeking His face, you're not gonna receive that spirit to not take it, because you've not been taught and built up in the faith of the Lord not to take it. So you out here in a strong delusion, thinking you know something that you don't know, and a sword is coming, and you're gonna receive judgment, man. Verse 10 it says, "For Yahweh Shem Yahushua have poured out upon you the spirit of deep sleep." See, a lot of our people that's walking in this faith, that believe the Israelites, are in deep sleep, man, and that's the spirit the Lord put on them. It says, "And have closed your eyes." See, if you haven't repented, man, and believe that this is the mark of the beast, the Lord has closed your eyes. The prophets and your rulers, the seers, have He covered. So you're going to lead a lot of people to judgment because your face has been covered from seeing the Lord, man, through His word. And that's going to be a sickening feeling to be judged by the Lord, man. That's the main thing, man. I'd rather die on this side than be judged by Yahweh by Shem Yahushua, man. This is John 12, and drop down to verse 37. It says, and you see right here, the unbelief of the people. See, a rebellious house, the unbelief of these people, man. The Lord has put the spirit on the apostles and elders to bring out what the MOTB is, but our people are unbelieving because they want the credit of saying it. They want the accolades of people saying, "Oh yeah, they know, they got the truth." It's based on pride, man. Verse 37 it says, "But though He had done so many miracles before them, yet they believe not on Him." See, the Lord has done many miracles, and Him giving us this truth is a miracle in itself, man. It says that the saying of Isaiah the prophet might be fulfilled, which he spake, Yahweh Shem Yahushua, who have believed our report. See, who have believed our report, which Isaiah was prophesying this, and we're gonna get that because our people are rebellious. They don't want to understand that it's someone who's always going to be over you, man. Because they like, I'm just speaking of the other groups. Everybody wants to be in a power seat. Everybody wants to be the head instead of just being a part of the body. End of verse 38, it says, Yahweh Shem Yahushua, who have believed our report, and to whom hath the arm of Yahweh Shem Yahushua been revealed. See, it's only been revealed to His elect, man. The election have obtained, and the rest were blinded. It says, therefore, they could not believe. See, this rebellious house, they could not believe, because that Isaiah said again, He have blinded their eyes and hardened their ear, hardened their heart, meaning their mind, that they should not see with their eyes, nor understand with their heart. See, you're blinded to the fact that if you take this MOTB, it's going to be your judgment, man. And these leaders, I'm speaking of IUIC and ISUPK, they told their congregation to take the jab, man. And a lot of people in the IUIC, I know for a fact, dropped dead because it was all on social media. They dropped dead from that jab. So this, you guys to understand, when this MOTB is presented, a lot of these people are going to take it, man. So that's the why the Lord has us warning you constantly, because you're not going to be able to escape this mark unless you are a man of the Lord, a part of the hopeful elect, man. And that's why we are fighting through the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahweh ourselves, trying to make sure we stay on this straight and narrow path, man. Because only one, like the scripture tell you, only one can go in at a time, man. Verse 40 says, He had blinded their eyes and hardened their heart, that they should not see with their ears, which is like with their eyes, nor understand with their heart, to be converted. See, to be converted. And that's being converted to the right doctrine and knowing that what the MOTB is, knowing what the Lord's name is, man. It says, and I should heal them. See, the Lord, if you're not woken up to what the mark of the beast is, the MOTB, you're not meant to be saved in this on this side, man. It's just plain, man. Because if you take it, it's through, done deal. No repentance after that. You can't take it out. Verse 41, it says, These things said Isaiah when he saw his glory, and he spake of it. So he's seen that if you let me, matter of fact, let's get it. Isaiah 6. Let's get it. Isaiah 6. Because if you take it, you're doomed, man. This is Isaiah 6 in verse 9. It says, and he said, Go and tell this people. And that's what we're doing. We're going and telling this people, hear ye indeed, but understand not. And see ye indeed, but perceive not. Make the heart of this people fat, and make their ears heavy, and shut their eyes, lest they see with their eyes and hear with their ears and understand with their heart and be converted and convert and be healed. And see, we're telling you through the spirit of Yahweh Shem Shai what the MOTB is, man. How to repent, how to get to Yahweh Shem Shai. But if you don't, going up to verse 8, it says, Also I heard a voice of Yahweh Shem Shai. See, this is the Lord, man, saying, Whom shall I send, and who will go for us? Then said I, Here am I, send me. And he said, Go and tell this people, hear ye indeed, but understand not, and see ye indeed, but perceive not. Make the heart of those people fat, and make their ears heavy, and shut their eyes. See, if you're not in this correct doctrine, you're not hearing the voice of the Lord, man. The Lord's voice is telling you to not perceive what is being brung out through the Spirit of the Lord, man. You're being made to be brung to the slaughter, man. It says, Least they see with their eyes and hear with their ears and understand with their heart, meaning their mind, and convert and be healed. See, the Lord is giving you the spirit of slumber. We just read that. So if you're not seeing what we're seeing and speaking what we're speaking, you're not going to be converted, man. The Lord put the spirit on you to be in a deep sleep, man, to slumber, not understanding, so you can be judged. That's heavy, man. And that's why we know for a fact the Lord is not going to have mercy on 2/3 of his people, man. He's not going to have mercy, man. This is Matthew 13, starting at verse 14. It says, And in them is fulfilled the prophecy of Isaiah. See, this is a prophecy that ain't happened yet, but it's soon to happen. It says, because if you go down, it tells you that when will they be healed? When the judgment comes, when they will be converted after the judgment. Matter of fact, let me go back and get that. Isaiah 6. Go to verse 11. Isaiah 6 and 11, it says, Then said I, Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, how long? And he answered, until the cities be wasted without inhabitant, and the house without man, and the land be utterly desolate. See, you're going to be saved for destruction, man. If you're not seeing what we're speaking through the Spirit of the Lord, you're meant to be destroyed, man. You're meant to be judged here in Babylon the Great, man. That's how long. That's how long. You're not going to be, brung into the good grace of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua until the judgment comes, because you're going to take the mark and be judged. This is Matthew 13 and verse 14. It says, and in them is fulfilled the prophecy of Isaiah, which saith, by hearing ye shall hear and shall not understand. See, you hearing what we saying, we speaking it plainly, but you're not understanding that this is from the Lord, man. It says, in seeing, it's like in seeing ye shall see and perceive not, and shall not perceive. Let me slow down. It says, for this people's heart is wax gross. See, their hearts are wax gross, and their ears are dull of hearing, and their eyes they have closed. See, in their eyes they have closed, so they're not looking to see what we're bringing out. They're just taking it as, oh, that ain't of the Lord. The Lord wouldn't want you. It is what what's his name said, General Yohana. Do you care? Do you think the Lord cares if you are microchipped? See, this shows you that, man, this man is not a man of the Lord, man. They have waxed gross. In 15, it says, least at any time they should see with their eyes and hear with their ears and should understand with their heart and should be converted and I should heal them. See, and I should heal them. But blessed are your eyes. See, the hopeful elect. Blessed are your eyes, for they see, and your ears, for they hear. See, it's only for the elect, man. For verily I say unto you, that many prophets and righteous men have desired to see those things which ye see, and have not seen them. See, we see the mark of the beast. This is the end, man. We at the end, and many men want to see what we see. Many prophets want to see what we see, and to hear those things which ye hear, and have not heard them. See, the end, the Lord returning. This is the generation the Lord is going to return, man. This is plain as day. This is the generation, man. It ain't many generations from now. It ain't 100 years from now, man. It's any time now, man. I can't even put a time on it, but any day now the Lord can bring this thing down, and Yahweh shall be at the door. This is Isaiah 44, drop down to verse 18. It says, and they have not known, they have not known nor understood, for he have shut their eyes that they could not see, and their hearts that they cannot understand. And none considereth in his heart, neither is there knowledge nor understanding to say, I have burned part of it in the fire, yea, also I have baked bread upon the coals thereof. I have roasted flesh and eaten it, and should and should and shall I make the residue thereof an abomination? Shall I fall down to the stock of the tree? He feedeth with ashes, a deceived heart hath have turned them aside, that he cannot deliver his soul, nor say, is there not a lie in my right hand? Remember these, O Jacob and Israel, for thou art my servant. I have formed thee Thou art my servant, O Israel, thou shalt not be forgotten of me. I have blotted out as a thick cloud thy transgressions, and as a cloud thy sin. Return unto me, for I have redeemed thee. See, the Lord has given us a way out, man. And the way out is knowing what he's going to bring on the earth before it comes, man. And see, a lot of people, like you said, drop down to the stock worshiping these false gods. Because if you thinking that the MOTB is anything but the RFID microchip, you worshiping another God than the God of the Bible, man. Because this power that we're worshiping is giving us the way out, man. Giving us this wisdom, knowledge, understanding for this way, the way out of the destruction, man. Because if you're following anything else, you following the Most High Christ blessed or anything like that, man, you're not being led to salvation, man. You're led to destruction, man. And that's the easiest way to put it on your ears, man. Because the Lord is giving he gonna give his elect a way out, man. That's written all through the scriptures. So we know the Lord is giving his elect a way out. Let me hit this last one, man. I want to get this too. It's Jeremiah 5, in verse 20. He says, "Declare this in the house of Jacob, and publish it in Judah, saying, Hear now this, O foolish people, and without understanding, which have eyes and see not, which have ears and hear not. Fear ye not me, saith Yahweh Bashem Yahushua? Will ye not tremble at my presence, which have placed the sand for a bound of the sea by a perpetual decree? It's like that it cannot, but that it cannot pass it. And though the waves therefore toss themselves, yet can they not prevail. Though they roar, yet can they not pass over it. But this people have a revolted and rebellious heart. They are revolted and are gone, man. I put R in there, but they are gone, man. Our people are gone, man. And this information is only for the household of faith, man, for the elect, man, to understand that we are close to this MOTB. We are close to the Lord returning. And we know that if you take it, man, you're going to be judged here in Babylon the Great, man. So I'm in it there, Lord, when is edifying. Shalom. Shalom.